is Hamilton Reviews.
Oh, okay. First off, it goes based off of the first name and then reviews, not last name. Otherwise, it'd be Bromley Reviews.
My name's Haley, and this is Haley Reviews.
You don't even got the slogan right. Hey guys, how are we doing today? My name is...
Brendan.
Nope.
Haley Reviews.
And today...
I'm with Brendan, my girlfriend.
You mean fiance, you fuck? Got him. Got the big boy.
Ooh. Ooh.
Anyways, now that we got the whole family here, today, one of the ones that got to me the most, I'd actually say, was August Underground. That one kind of stuck with me for a little bit. At least that first one. And well, pushed off the sequel. Here we are with August Underground Mordum. Without further ado, this is August Underground's Mordum. In 3, 2, 1.
What the hell? Already?
Oh, I told you. I mean, this movie gets straight to it.
You fucks! Open the fucking door!
Yeah.
Door, I got you!
Yeah.
I got your fucking boat!
Fair and square!
You know what? You're a real fucking nasty slut. Well, you know what? I don't really fucking appreciate you fucking your brother, you stupid fuck. No.
So I'm assuming that's his girlfriend and she's fucking
You know what's
her brother.
Fuck you! Come on, what the fuck are you gonna do? Man, you're fucking asshole! You keep fucking your brother, bitch!
Whoa.
You know what I fucking like it? You know what I fucking like it? You know, put your fucking clothes on. Put your fucking clothes on. We're leaving. We're leaving now. Let's go.
Oh! Can't tell if the dude slit his wrist or is that a needle in him. Ah, he overdosed. Okay, yeah.
How you doing? You know how hard he's gonna fucking cut through clothes? You're not going to fuck your brother! Fuck you! You're fucking
I don't like that. I don't like the close-up of that.
Is that a woman?
Yeah, it's a woman.
I agreed to watch a horror movie, Brendan.
Yeah.
Not a porno. What is this?
This movie?
Yeah.
As I said, it's extremism horror.
This is not horror. Well, this is horror. Not horror.
It's just depraved people being depraved.
Is
Off the fucking wall.
yeah. Their skin is red.
So her head's trapped underneath that, whatever that is. That looks like paper mache that's like duct taped around her face. Or his face. Because that's a guy now.
Yeah.
Ah.
What would you do?
In my opinion, I don't think they'd let us go anyways. Even if I were to cut off my dick. So I would just say, frankly, I'd let them kill both of us.
You're messed up.
No, because I don't think that they would actually let us go.
Well, he's going for it.
Yeah, he's going for
So
it.
he's a better guy than you are. Not.
That is exactly what I said.
Is she eating it?
Mmm. Yeah. What the fuck? Just slobbering them up and smearing all over them. Hope she ain't got the herp.
This was not my idea of a horror movie. At all.
You normally say that you like stuff that's, like, real.
This isn't doing it for me.
Well, the thing that I'm not liking right now about this one is it's a lot more sexual than the other one. The other one focused a lot more on the main dude. In the first movie, it was more about just him finding people and beating them the fuck up, basically.
I feel like I'm just watching a really messed up film.
What do you mean film? Like porn film?
Yeah.
I know that's definitely not the intent. But that is something I will say, is it is surprisingly sexual. Okay, I'm ready to move on from this.
I'm ready for this to end.
They have her up against a crucifix. Oh. Wait a minute, is she pregnant?
Could you just imagine being in your friend's basement and just filming this?
I know, like... Hey, PC Basics, Nunikin TV, I got a film idea. Alright, hear me out. Hear me out.
How about we all get naked and I run around with a knife? Force you guys to kiss each other as I pretend to strangle you guys and gut you. Sound like fun? Cool.
They're taking a page right out of a tumbling doll of flesh. Have you ever had the urge to do that? Grab the tip and just go... You want to know what? You want to know why I don't like this movie so much? Not like the first one? Is because of that lady. I don't like the girl at all. I think she's absolutely fucking annoying. She's not scary, she's just annoying. Are you kidding me? She does all this shit to people, but now she just sees a whole bunch of dead bodies and she just starts throwing up.
Probably the smell.
Yeah, it's just like, huh? That went from... I mean, I'm not gonna say this was 0, but like... to fucking 30 really quick. That's a fucking baby in that barrel. Or a toddler in that barrel. Oh.
That's right, he kept quiet like a good fucking... Something smells fucking good. I can smell this. Just fucking running out of you. The fear. Oh, fuck, you made me come in with... Oh,
See, that's the part that sucks about getting your throat slit, is most of the time you don't die because of blood loss, you die because you drown in your own blood. Ugh. Ew, she's dead. Did you just hear that?
Yeah, as a child.
This is the only scene that's getting to me right now. I'm really hoping that's just like a dummy, you know? Not like an actual, like... A, I don't want it to be like an actual, like, child, right? Or 2, I don't want it...
a child.
Yeah. Or 2, I don't want it to be somebody else who looks like a child. I'm just hoping it's a dummy that dude's humping. Ugh.
fuck is you? I'll fucking kill you! Fuck you! Fucking quit!
So, is it reasonable to assume that they...
I think this is the scariest part yet.
What?
Just the static and the noises.
The last 10 minutes of this movie are what I wanted out of the whole movie, if that makes sense. Because it actually went farther with the idea. Because the thing that I liked about the first one was it felt real, and it felt like these were genuine people who had a darker side to them, as opposed to just people who were insane just to be insane. I didn't like this one as much as I did the first one. Actually, I don't know if I really liked this one at all. The last 10 minutes are the only thing that I thought got to me. And think about it, was there really that many murders in this one? There's more dicks in this movie than there are murders. No, you gotta do it. You started this thing. Yeah, you gotta say it.
Where did I start?
You remember at the beginning you said, "Hi guys, it's Hamilton reviews, Haley reviews." So now you gotta do it. So without further ado, let's hop into it. No, please do. Please.
I'm so tired.
Just say it and then we can turn it off and go to bed. Please.
Have Zoe do it.
Please.
No, have Zoe do it.
Without further ado, let's hop into it.
So, for the quality of production of August Underground Mordum, the one thing I will say is it does maintain that found footage feel. It does maintain that same type of feel that the first movie does really well, and it manages to create this very gritty and very disgusting type of atmosphere that surrounds the movie. It's very grainy, so in that aspect it's well made. However, the acting is pretty bad. And a lot of what goes on in the movie, this one feels a lot more disjointed and a lot less focused, and because of that, that's where a lot of my problems come into play. I don't really like this one. I think this one is not as well made, not as well edited, not as well acted, and sure as hell not as effective as that first movie was. I do think that they do a good job setting up the atmosphere again and sticking to that found footage format. But at the same time, I think everything else is worse. I think everything else is too disjointed, too amateurish, if that makes sense. And for it, honestly, for the quality production, I'm feeling a 0.75 out of 2. For the realism of August Underground Mordum, what can I say? The found footage aspect really helps to set up realism for this movie. It does a good job of painting that image of it feeling more real and homemade than it might actually be. Out of all of the movies that I have watched that are found footage, this is the closest to actually feeling like it could have happened. This is the closest to actually feeling like it could have happened, that this might actually be found footage. However, it's not to say it doesn't have its flaws, because it does have one big flaw, and that is just the acting doesn't make it that realistic, and two, how are they getting all of these people as well? And because of those two things, I'm going to knock it down a little bit, but overall, it does manage to keep that gritty feel, it does manage to keep that grainy and amateurish feel, homemade feel, which really adds to its like scary and disturbing lens. So for the realism, I'm feeling a 1.5 out of 2. Moving on to the gore score of August Underground's Mordum. How could it not be a 2? How could it not be a 2? It's got some of the most disgusting stuff I've ever seen in a movie before, and it does it decently well. It looks very realistic and grainy, even if you can tell that maybe the blood, it doesn't look so real or whatever. It is the only time where I've ever sat there and questioned what's actually happening on camera. Is it actually real or is it fake? So now, creep factor. You know, in order for this movie to be creepy, you gotta be able to maintain the feel and you gotta maintain the like scariness of the original. To do good on the creep factor, it can't over embellish on the horror of it. And that's probably my biggest issue with it, is that though it maintains that creepy found footage feel, what it doesn't keep is it doesn't keep the impact that a lot of the violence in the first movie had. This movie emphasizes a ton of sexual violence, and though that might be disturbing, though that might be disgusting, to me, it's not creepy. I'm not scared of the fucking woman in this movie. I'm just not. She is annoying as hell. She is a bitch. She does not get me scared. She does not scare me at all. Who does scare me is the main character played by Fred Vogel, who should have been the focus of the fucking movie, but it's not. He is not the focus of the movie. Instead, it's the girl and Maggot. And fucking hell, those two, I really wish those two were not in the movie. They take away from it. They make it so unapologetically unscary and just make it just shock. It's just shock thrown. It's basically shock stuff just thrown at you, and you're just supposed to go, but you're not really gonna go, holy shit. I just don't find this one that creepy. I just don't. What I found more creepy was in the first movie when he attacks the grandma, the old lady, after scoping her out when she's grocery shopping and then picking up the dentures and playing with them. That to me is more creepy than forcing a dude to cut off his dick and then fucking his wife with the severed dick. That isn't creepy, it's just disgusting. It's just fucking disgusting. And because of it, I'm not feeling that high of a score on the creep factor. I'm feeling a 1 out of 4. So guys, with a 0.75 on the quality and production, a 1.5 out of 2 on the realism, a 2 out of 2 on the gore score, and a 1 out of 4 on the creep factor, that brings August Underground's Mordum to a 5.25 out of 10. Yeah, I did not like this one nearly as much as the first one. The first one, I'd actually say, like, out of 10 on just a movie scale, I'd give it like a 6 or 7. You know, it's decent. It's not a bad found footage horror movie, and it does what it's trying to do pretty well. This one over embellishes on it. It goes way too over the top. It goes all out on it. It's an attack on the senses, but the problem is that the attacks are missing. It's missing everything that would make this movie that much more scary, and I don't know. I just wanted more out of it, and I wish there wasn't such an emphasis on the sexual violence of this fucking movie. Fuck Maggot. Fuck that twinky little cunt that is the fucking girl in this movie, and yeah, I'm not a fan of August Underground's Mordum. This one, as an actual movie, I'd probably give like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. So, yeah, I guess one of these days I'll get to Penance, but for now, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Mordum. So, guys, my name is Brendan Reviews, and I hope you guys have a great day, evening, night, whatever the fuck time you guys are watching this, and I will see you all next time. Alright, now that we're back up and running, because AT&T, you have the worst fucking Wi-Fi known to goddamn man.